Sorry for the technical glitch. I'm over here once again. Back to normal. I don't remember the last question that the answer which I was saying. Please, if somebody can let me that question as well. And my chat box is again emptier. So I would want all those people whose question I have not answered to type in their question again, and I'll be helping you with their answers. Right. Oof. Spotlight. All right, let's continue with the questions and the answers. Sharing screen. Great. So, how do we as general dentists identify the USP? All right. So, dentistry is not just about doing a root canal, it's going out of just root canal and adding value to dentistry. Okay, we can go beyond just doing a root canal, give them great customer service. A person walks into the dental practice expecting relief of the pain. Apart from getting relieved of their pain, are you focusing on customer service? Are you giving them more than what they expect? And that's what USP of your dental practice would be like. The USP at our dental practice, I would say, apart from doing pain-free dentistry, which everybody can do over here, apart from doing a pain-free dentistry, when a patient walks in at the dental practice, we can offer them a welcome drink. It's very hot outside. Give them a water, bottled water. Give them a welcome drink. Have music being present. Have a good fragrance or an aroma present at the dental practice. All these things are unique to your dental practice. There are not many dentists, or there is not everyone who wants to focus on all these things. So, doing all these things will definitely make your dental practice different from the others, and it will help you grow your dental practice. MDS or diploma, the question has been already answered. I would still answer it one more time. And I don't believe in MDSs or I don't believe in diplomas. I believe in gaining experience, and experience you can gather by dedicating more time to one particular field, gathering more knowledge from that particular thing. And that's why it is very important for you to have knowledge for that particular thing, for passion for dentistry, and that's when you will become successful. Can you please tell us about how to find a location for setting up a new practice for a general dentist? What points are going to be kept in mind, as there are already so many clinics running? So, one particular point that I would like to tell you, when you want to find the location, you helped me by the answer yourself. There are so many clinics, so it doesn't depend on where to open the dental practice. It depends on how to continue presenting ourselves, how to gather more patients, how to get more walk-ins. It is not necessary that the person present right in the market gets more walk-ins than a person present on the 10th floor of a building, and people don't know that there is a dentist over here. In today's world, dentistry is all about these three skills that we are speaking of. The next three skills are branding, digital marketing, and video marketing. So, dentistry is all about these three skills together, and all these three skills will help you become more successful and gather more walk ins for your dental practice. Because branding, a personal brand, so a person who is present on the road, you give them a bottle of water and there is no label on it, and that person will say, I don't want this water, I don't know which or company this bottle belongs to, I don't trust this particular bottle. And as soon as you put a Bisleri on top of it, people are ready to spend money for just water. And that's what the power of branding is. So are you branding your dental practice? Is your dental practice a brand in the market? That is what chains of dental practice do. They brand the market, they brand the practice so much that people want to go and get the treatments done from there. And that's the power of branding. They want to pay money to brands and they don't want to pay to anybody else. And that's why create brands out of your dental practice, work on branding, and that's when people would want to pay you more money and will not bargain so much to you. And the way to get in more walk-ins, more footfalls for your dental practice is using the power of internet, digital marketing and video marketing. And in today's world, if you are not present internet, so every one of you, rather than typing in questions over here, I'll help you with the answers for a few minutes. Stop those questions and tell me, if you want to buy a particular product, if you want to understand a particular service, what is the first thing that we do? What is the first thing? If I want to buy a mobile phone or buy a television, buy a computer, a laptop, what is the first thing that I'm going to do when I want to buy any particular thing? I myself go over Google. That's the first thing that I'm going to do when I want to buy a particular thing or I want to research about it. So similarly, our patients are researching about us. If we are present in their vicinity, they are researching about us over the internet. And if we are not present over internet, they don't see us. If we are not present over internet, they cannot read about us. If they are not present on if we are not present on internet, they cannot read about our reviews. And that's why digital marketing and video marketing becomes a great skill in today's world in order to attract more patients. So if you use internet, if you can use digital marketing and video marketing, and if you are still a new practice, it's not important for us to sit at a place where more patients are, more people are crossing. It's more important for us to use this tool in such a way that irrespective where that person is present in our locality, whenever that person has a toothache and goes over the internet, the first person or the first dentist they will be able to find would be our dental practice. And that's when they come to us and don't go anywhere else. And that's why digital marketing and video marketing are very important and essential tools to get more patients, to have more footfalls. So those people who are not present on Google My Business, the first thing that you do after today's presentation ends is install Google My Business over Android and iOS devices, download them, have a login ID and a password generated on these devices or these apps, and make sure that you ask your customers for feedback or reviews on these particular sites, because this is the first thing that a person sees or reads before they walk into your dental practice. And therefore, if you want to grow your dental practice, if you are a new practitioner, rather than thinking where should I open a dental practice, work on how should I do digital marketing, video marketing and personal branding for my practice, so that even if I'm present on the 100th floor, patient comes to know about me using their mobile phones, they contact me using their phones, they speak with us, they take an appointment with us, they understand our addresses, and then they come to us. So it's not so important for us as dentists to find a practice or a location which is suitable to us. Rather choose a location which is suitable to your pockets and save the money and invest that money into marketing, and you will get good results and you will have great response to your patients. I hope I helped you with your question. I don't know your name. Your name is AJ over here. So if I'm still unclear, type in more questions and I'll help you with more answers. I have a few thank yous coming in. Could there be a situation where we have to deny the treatment for a particular patient? If yes, what kind of a situation would it be? So Dr. Meghana asks me this particular question, and I would use this particular situation. I would give an example of this particular situation which I had faced in the past. Is There was this particular patient for whom the toothache started every day at 11:30 or 12 at night, and they would take the appointment for next particular day, and they would not come to the dental practice. And they did it for 10 days or 12 days in a stretch, and they would give me lame reasons the next particular day of not coming, and I would still believe them. I would still believe them, not knowing that where they were lame or they were genuine. I were failed to understand at that particular time. And I used to give them another appointment and they still missed that appointment. And this cycle continued. Finally, became so fed up that I said that it's not possible for me to treat you because you disturb me at nights. You tell me you are in pain. I am so ready and so willing to help you. However, you don't come for the appointments and you don't listen to the protocols being followed. So I'm sorry. I excuse me for this particular thing. However, I would not be in a position for me to treat you. We always have the rights to say no to our patients. However, while you say no, make sure that you are ethically right. If the person is disturbing you, if the person is making you lose your sleep, if the person is depressing, if the person is behind you and you have tried your hearts out to help that particular person and the person is still behind you, you have the right to say no. However, before you say no, make sure that on paper you have the entire proofs and all the details so that even if they want to sue you, you have the entire thing that they cannot go against you, Dr. Meghna. I hope it helped you with your question. If your question is still unanswered, please let us know. I have a question coming in from someone named Redmi. I don't know what your name is. Everybody can't open our own clinic immediately, and there are no government jobs. That's what Dr. Isha Jaid is saying, no jobs for BDS. People also don't want to pay good to the associate dentist. What should be done in this particular case? All right, the thing that is there in our control is what should we do if we are in the same situation. I am willing and I promise that I'll be paying my associate dentists good money, and all those associate dentists who come in the near future to the dental practice, I promise that I'll be giving them good money so that they don't have to undergo the same cycle that I have been through. That's what we can do. We can't tell them, we can't create jobs, we can't create opportunities. However, we can stay determined that we have good future if we stay consistent and work dedicatedly towards our future. And at the same time, remember that when we become successful, we don't become like other dentists and we don't pay nicely and genuinely to our associates. And that's what I do with my associates and my assistants. I pay them good money so that they love to work over here. And that's the only thing that I can do. There are no jobs for BDS, is what I understand, and that's the situation in our entire India. This can be solved, these problems can be solved by politicians. However, this will take years of time. So, and this is not at all in our control. The only thing which is in our control is our attitude that we have towards these problems that we face. If we want to face them and if we want to grow with them, we are going to go a long way. If you're going to be fearful of these problems and if you want to run away, there are more problems which are going to come to us. So rather than fearing them and rather than running away from them, let us face them. Let us help each other. Let us all grow as one dentist fraternity, a dental fraternity which all wants to grow. Nobody wants to suffer these days. And I'm always there for my dental fraternity friends. And that's why we have brought this thing at the academy, that we want to help the entire fraternity grow. We don't want people to suffer. So let us create jobs for our fellow dentists. Let us become successful, take our dental practices to good levels. And then when associates come to us, when assistants come to us, let us pay them nicely. Let us keep them in a good human nature so that they want to stay with us for a longer period of time. That's what I would ask them. That's what I can tell you. I cannot create jobs. What best I can do is we can help each other grow and we can all become successful together. Partnership clinic setup, I don't understand the question. Please be more specific. What is the question like? I'll be taking two questions right now, proceeding ahead with the presentations, and then coming back to these questions. It's time for questions right now. So please, Dr. Ghazala Partnership Clinic setup, I would want a more detailed question before I give you this answer. What is it about partnership that you would want to understand? Let us know and I'll help you with it. How to polish, Dr. Sunny is asking me how to polish our dental skills before starting a clinic. What did you do during our time? So, Dr. Sunny, I worked as an associate at 2 to 3 different practices when I had before I started my own clinic. And after I started my clinic, and in the free time, I used to take extracted teeth. I used to do crown preps on them, root canals on them, fill them up, do composite fillings, do various things on them in order to get more practice of doing it. And it definitely helps. Learning on extracted teeth is the best way. So as of now, work under someone. Don't think about money factor when you're working. Get good knowledge. Get good knowledge. Find someone who gives you good knowledge. They will not only give you good knowledge, they give you good payment as well. So find someone who is ready to give you more knowledge, go to them, work with them, polish your skills, and then finally, don't leave them abruptly. I would say open your dental practice, let them know that you are opening your practice, work at this particular clinic for some time, work at your own dental practice for a part time, and then finally, when your own practice starts earning and doing good, you can let them know, you know what, it's been glad that I worked with you. I learned lots of things from you. However, it's the time for us to go to work separately now. It's been great so many years or so many months with you. You have helped us with this. I'm glad that because of you, I was able to open my own dental practice, learn new skills, and implement it at my dental practice, and then quit this job and only focus at the dental practice. That is how I would tell you, Dr. Sunny. Can investing partner and a working partner make a better clinic, or the own setup is beneficial? So if you want to have a partner who invests and you work, it doesn't depend on whether a own setup is more better or a partnership setup is better. It depends on how clearly you have communicated with each other between the partners, that what is the role of the partner. If someone is an investing partner, what is the role of that investing partner? Is it just the investment, or are you looking at some particular factors being taken care of by this partner before you across a percentage with them? If you are agreeable on paper, so don't just have partnership by word of mouth, get them on a piece of paper, have a lawyer sign this paper, and then start with an official partnership if you are thinking of a partner. Because many a times that it happens is we don't understand the terms and conditions and the criterias and what do we expect from them and not, and an advocate or a legal person can help us in a much better way. So sit with some of them, have a big paper ready, write down all the points about finances, about who's going to work, who's not going to work, what is the amount of time you are ready to dedicate. Write down everything, and only if both the partners are ready to agree to all these, only then go ahead with the partnership, or else you are ready to continue with your own practice. So that would be my question, Dr. Ghazala, for your question. That would be my answer for your question. I hope that helps you. You have one more question coming in, your views on handing over the original documents to the investing partner and surety. If you want to hand over the original documents, make sure that you take that in writing as well, that the original documents are present with the investing partner and you have the rights over the original documents as well, and your investing partner is ready to hand over the documents to you as and when required. And take them their signs, let them keep the original documents. I would be happy with them giving me a sign that I can take the documents as and when I want. If they are giving it to me in writing, that they are keeping the original documents and they are ready to hand it over to me as and when it's required, I am ready to hand over the documents to them. If not, if they don't want to give it to me in writing, I'm not ready to hand over the original documents to them. So these are the answers to your questions. Nice questions, Dr. Ghazal. I would be more glad to know about knowing why are you asking me such questions, and I'm sure you would be quite uncomfortable right now to speak in so many people. So just over the WhatsApp, you have the number. The Academy's number is the number from when I am typing over the WhatsApp group. I would like to know where are you working and what is this partnership that you are thinking of. Nobody can misuse the documents before handing over the documents. You need to sign an agreement with them. You need to write on a piece of paper that the person who is keeping the documents holds the rights of keeping this document safely. However, he does not or she does not have the right to misuse the documents or use the documents for taking loans or multiple more things, and have a signature done before you hand over the documents. And that's why for all these things, a legal person would be a lawyer would be a better person than me to help you understand that yes, if you want to give the documents, what is it that you sign or what is it you get signed before handing over the documents to them. All right, so let's I hope Dr. Gasala I helped you with your answer as well. There are no more questions which are coming right now. For a minute, I would like to pause the questions over here. I would give you more time for asking you for questions. However, before we go to the question round again, I have something that I want to offer to my dental fraternity friends over here. Everyone have multiple of questions in their mind. Everyone has a different set of a question. The problems of each and every individual is different, and therefore we at the academy want to help you grow ahead and reach towards success in a fast paced manner. We don't want people to suffer the way I have suffered. I have seen very bad days. I was married, I had my own dental practice, and I didn't have the money, enough money to even fill fuel or petrol in my two-wheeler bike. That was the scenario. That was how I have lived before I've become successful. I don't want people to go through the same phase. And if you are already having lots of money and lots of patience, I would want you to go faster in your dental practice. And that is why, for the people of the dental fraternity, what we have done is we have introduced something which we call as the dental business blueprint. These are series of video lectures which have been recorded and kept so that people can watch this. If you want to become a member, there are lots of things that we are doing for the academy continuously, and we want all the dentists to become successful. And this is a lifetime free access that you get once you become a member to this. You get a login ID and a password so you can watch these videos according to your convenient time and your convenient location. You can watch them a number of times. Today's lecture was a live one. So if somebody missed it, it's missed. However, what we are giving you or what we are offering you are series of recorded lectures. So even if you have missed the live ones, these are recorded, so you can watch them hundreds of times. And the things that you can take away home from this blueprint is you understand how to build blocks of a successful dental practice, because just like any other business, dental practice is also a business. So if you should understand what the building blocks of a successful business, you should be able to understand all those changes that are happening in this practice and how to adapt to these changes. Multiple things happening in the world outside, we should know how to adapt it. That is what we learn in the blueprint. We will be able to identify the right mindset in order to achieve success. We'll be helping you with goal setting formulas. We'll be helping you with time and money management strategies. Implement them, do this efficiently, and you will get success at your dental practice. You will be able to understand the importance of a strong doctor patient relationship. You'll be able to understand how to sell dental treatments or how to advise dental treatments so that it doesn't feel like you don't look like a salesman in front of your patients. You will understand how to create a personal brand or a brand out of your dental practice and use video marketing, digital marketing to improve the footfalls at the dental practice and what exactly to expect on this journey of success. When you want to become a member and when you buy this particular uh, blueprint, you also get a 365-day social media content calendar for you, where you get ideas how to post every day for your dental practice. So you can download this, you can edit it, you can customize it, and you can use it for your own dental practice. We give you the 8 goal setting templates along with you, where you can set goals for your personal and professional lives, and not just set them, you can achieve them as well. And also we have one-to-one calls with each and every member of the academy, wherein we continuously ask them their doubts and we are continuously helping them to grow their dental practice. This is not just a one-to-one coaching, one session. These are multiple sessions that we do n number of times before you become successful. Also, we have a private Telegram and a WhatsApp group, a weekly inner circle call that happens every Thursday. And all these things help the members grow towards success. So these are 5 things which we bundle up together. The actual size is 29,999. However, for the action takers, only for today, for a very limited time, for the next 5 minutes, the time on the clock is 4:40, only for the next 4 people for the next 5 minutes. We are giving this at a dirt cheap rate of 4,999, and the link to joining and becoming a member is present over there in the chat box. And let us see what people are speaking about the academy. Those people who have joined the dental practice, what do they speak about the dental practice? And I will also mention how can you contact me when needed in the chat box.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kanal Bobra Bora, and I'm a practicing dentist from Borivali, Mumbai. I have known Dr. Jashan since the past 14 years. I have been into my private practice since the past 3 years. In the initial year of my practice, I faced so many obstacles with regards to dealing with certain kind of patients, money management, soft skills with the patient, a lot of things. And I always felt that these were the things that were never taught in our college. So for these things, I used to always turn to Dr. Jashan because I had seen him to ready to him. So this year, when I found out that Dr. Jashan has co-founded Dental Uplivity Academy, I enrolled myself for the courses and have been applying those tips and tricks in my clinic during this COVID times also, and it is helping me a lot to bring in a lot of patients. So I would definitely recommend his course, and I would like to thank him because he has come up with something that will help a lot of dentists to grow in their practice and make less mistakes when they enter into their private practice. So once again, thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Jashi.
it's time for questions. We are 4 minutes before we end the special webinar special of 4,099. Uh, I get a thank you from Dr. Ashish over here and from Dr. Isha Jain for the presentation. It's the final 4 minutes before we end with the presentation. If you have any questions or any doubts as regards to soft skills or business management, please let us know in the chat box and we'll love to help you with it. If there are any questions as regards to this blueprint that you have in front of your eyes, we still are open to those questions. I get one more thank you from Dr. Rashim Wadwa in the chat box. Thank you for answering our minds. I'm glad that these lectures have helped you. Please go ahead and implement it. And if one thing that you want to do outside the webinar today, please download Google My Business and be active on this app. Post regularly, consistently, take feedbacks from your patients, and I'm sure you will get multiple of more patients for your dental practice. So I have no more questions which are coming up. I still have 3 more minutes before we end with today's presentation and the special dirt cheap price for today's webinar. I get a thank you from Redmi. I get a thank you from Dr. Neha, Dr. AJ. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, and Dr. Amina. Thank you so much. I'll be definitely waiting to see more webinars from you. So, Dr. Amina, I am glad that the webinar was of help to you. Please make it a point that you take actions to implement things outside the webinar as well. Just today in the morning, I had read a quote which said, just reading books is not going to help you become successful. Read them and implement them, and that's when you will become more successful. And so webinars attending ke baad, I request you, Dr. Amina, go ahead and implement them, and I'm sure you are going to get more success at your dental practice. I get one more chat in the chat box which says your struggle now defines your perfection. I am still not perfect, Dr. Ghazal. I don't want to be perfect as well, because that's only one person in this world who is perfect, and that's God. I don't want to be like him. I'm just a simple human, and I love to be this human. 1 more minute before we end. Can you please share your number so that we can ask doubts in the future? My number is present in the chat box. It's 809-786-9836. Please feel free to ask me more doubts, and I would love to help you all, because I don't want you all to go through the same suffering. So wishing every one of you present over here all the best for their futures. Become successful, become the best version of yourselves. Go ahead and win this world, because this world is definitely world living. Make this world a better place. And thank you all for being present in today's webinar. That's it from our side at the Dental Uplivity Academy. Go ahead, grow ahead, and become successful. Thank you, and have a great day.